Welcome back. Now it is time for our discussion segment, and we have one of us who will be doing justice to the topic that we have for you today. So we'll be talking about pricing model, the difference or the distinction between online businesses versus on-site businesses. We have so many, so many arguments against online businesses. We have like, I'm selling something for say 1,000 naira, but when I go to the market, I go to the market physically, I could get it for maybe 500 or 800 naira. So what are the factors that contribute to, the different price measures or the different price ranges? Is it that, online vendors think that people who buy stuff online are, probably richer and they have the money to spend and to give than people who go to the market to buy stuff physically? So we'll have Ololade who will be doing justice to the discussion of today. Welcome. She's one of us, so I don't want to
overhype me now. No. Thank you.
Okay. We're talking off air, and then she was like, I'm coming to drag some of you today. I want to drag. The thing is, if you throw a bullet at me, it is also going to hit you. You understand, right? So, of course, so let's start with before we even move to pricing model, let's start with online businesses and offline. Okay, what are the difference or the distinct features of an online business? We know that some online businesses have physical stores. Yeah. So do we still categorize them as online businesses?
Well, for me, I will say that when we want to talk about online business, it's just strictly those that sell online. Like they don't have a physical store. They just post, they just snap their goods and then they post it on their social media handles, and then they get customers. There are some people that when they post on WhatsApp, they post on Instagram and all of that, they have customers even more than people that have physical stores. So for me, I believe that if you have a physical store, you just have a business. Don't really classify it as online business. Because if you talk to some people and you ask them, can I come and pick up or stuff like that, they'll tell you no, it's still an online store. They don't have a physical store. So whatever transaction you want to make has to be online, and they will deliver to you.
And now we talk about, let's move on to delivery. Talking about delivery and all, there have been so many issues or so many conversations surrounding delivery. Yes. You'll tell me, I'm just beside you now. My house is just like 100 naira, and I'm still going to pay 2,000 naira for delivery fee. Yes. And the point is, it's not our fault. I have an experience in this. It is not the fault of online vendors. It is not the fault of. It's really not their fault. I think that it's more from the dispatch companies. So,
but I think that if you say it's not their fault, I think that it's because they want to have a standard. They want to have a standard fee for for island, for mainland, for this and that. Because if I order a good from you and you are at Ogba and probably I'm at Yanokwaja and you are telling me you still want to take 2,000 naira for a journey of 300 naira, or so I just feel that it's not, for me, it's not really. Should I say it doesn't really make sense for me?
Okay, now I understand your line of thoughts. I guess that, okay, if you're going by yourself, you're going to spend 300 naira or so. Yes. But then you consider time. You consider the stress. The thing is, when you buy stuff online, right, it is you are sitting at the comfort of your home, and then you're just getting your stuff delivered to you at your doorstep. Okay. So everything like that is, you've taken off the stress.
But have they considered that sometimes this delivery fee would not make people order from you? That's one of the things that we also need to consider. Because if I have 15,000 naira and you tell me that the good is what I want to buy from you is 14,000 naira, and then you're telling me delivery fee is 1,500 for 2,000 naira, and sincerely I don't have extra. So won't I just say, whoa, let me just enter Marwa and then just go and do it myself, and I would prefer to let me just go through the stress. It might not be so much stress, it might just be a little bit of stress. Because some people will tell you the flat rate is for the delivery fee is 2,000. So for me, I really feel that it's something that we're supposed to weigh before you don't just say it because you want to set the standard. for your business, you just go on to tell your customer, okay, this is the amount, and so this is the amount. If you are not getting it, you are not getting it. You understand? I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Like of recent, I ordered something online, and everything was about I think 15,000 naira, and then she said delivery fee was 2,000 naira. Now she says the riders pick up 12 noon, and they will not get to Ogba by 2 at all. Now I am leaving Ogba by 2.
How is that? How would that
for the
work?
rest of the week? So how is that going to work? Okay, will you deliver to another place, another location? And now you are billing me 3,000 naira because I want to get on. And now it's not my fault. Oh, should it? Is it my fault?
No, to be honest, I understand that it's not your fault. But then
now, don't you think that vendor was supposed to just compromise?
And then
she's not going to lose, but still she was bent on taking the 3,000 naira. So
the thing is, I think that many people do not understand that dispatch fees or delivery fees are not the vendor's. It's not the vendor's money.
Okay.
Like I do not have 5 naira. If I'm selling something to you and I'm delivering, I'm sending the dispatch to you. 5 naira out of that money is not entering my pockets. 5 naira is even too much. 1 naira, 1 kobo out of the money is not entering. The money is because many people feel like, oh, because we are collecting the money together with the total bill of your item, they feel like, oh, the money is no. The money is given. Maybe 2,000 naira comes into my account. I send the 2,000 naira to the dispatch company. I say, okay, this is your money. Oh, just make sure you come pick up and then deliver the item at this so time, because I will
not agree with you on that. Because if you say that 1 naira is not getting into the person's pocket. Now, what if I have 15 deliveries in Ogba?
That is where the vendor cannot have a subsidized amount of money. So instead of me collecting 2,000 naira from one person, I can say, okay, let me take it at 1,500 or maybe 1,000 naira because I have a bulk delivery. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So you cannot say that now. We know that if the person or if the vendor now keeps collecting maybe 2,000 naira from different people that I don't know, but then when even dispatch companies, when you have bulk deliveries to a particular location, they tend to reduce the amount because they're taking so many goods at the same time to that particular location. So you see people who have so many orders, maybe during the week, many people try to put their orders on different days. Okay, I'm delivering all my items on this day and on this, so that they can reduce. So you say that, oh, you're buying something from K2 and you're paying 1,500. It's not because this person is cheap. No, because she has done a bulk delivery to that location. So if you're coming to buy from maybe somebody that maybe had one order during the week and they told you 3K, you cannot blame them because they are sending just that rider to that particular location only.
I remember when I ordered a dress and the person was at Barua Ipaja, and calculating the fare from where I stay to where I'm going to pick up the dress, it's just going to be like 150 go, 150 come. I didn't even know that it was so close. You get, until she was like, delivery fee is 2,500. and then I just, my brain just clicked, and then I had to just go to profile. I checked the location and oh, I said no, I'll come and pick up myself.
One thing that I think that a big online business should notice is that when a customer gives you their location and you know, oh, this is right beside me, or it is not very far from me, find a way to just, okay, let's meet up at this place,
meet me at this place. I can just
give it to
that's
you.
That's what
try to make
it boils down to
kind of person you have. Yes,
it still boils down because you want to set a standard for your. If you just be losing customers,
I know. That's even this delivery of a thing. Most people do not even they don't really bother about the price, because okay, they already see what they want, and it's just for them to just place the order instead of going to the market. And that's what most people think of before they decide to just, even if it's expensive, you know, it's going to save them the stress of, okay, I don't, if you know, sometimes you want to get something, you don't know what you want. Okay, you just know that you want to get a top, or you want to get a child, but you don't know the exact design. So instead of you going to the market and you walking up and down from store to store, I'm still
going to tackle both of you, because what I want to get is just something small, maybe just like 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira, and I feel that, okay, I just saw it on this person's page, let me just quickly order it, and the person should just deliver it. I'm buying something of 4,000 naira, and you are giving me delivery fee of 2,000 naira. Doesn't really make sense. No, it's economy.
You know, even if you are getting something of like 200k, the delivery fee will still be 2,000 naira. So it is now. I feel like it is.
You know the extent of this. You know that it's
no, it shouldn't matter now. Okay, now she wants to buy something of 4,000 and she's paying 2,000 naira. So she should still
I
be the
actually
same.
have like an experience. Somebody actually said, okay, I want to buy something, and the person stays in Gombe State. And I was like, okay, delivery fee should be around 2,500 naira. From Lagos to Gombe, 2,500 naira. You should know that that's like shooting myself in the leg and all.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's expensive. So what do we say about that? And it still boils down to, you know, pricing model. At some point, I feel like, okay, let me give this maybe to you 2,500. I would find a way to beg the rider, and you're my person. I'll give. But you're not still telling me. So there are so many. I think that there are so many factors that surround delivery.
Another thing is this, talking about this pricing model, is the fact that some people tend to believe that buying stuffs online is more expensive than going to the market to buy it. You understand? And I believe that it's because some people they've experienced it. You understand? You get this thing for maybe 5,000 naira, and you get to the market, you eventually see it for maybe 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira. I think that's what these online vendors are supposed to really look into. It's your price, really, it's your price. But we still have some set of people that they will how do I put it now? They will match these things together. Yes, they will tell, okay, in the market I saw it for this price. Some people don't bother. Some people don't bother, but we still have people that will bother. You understand? But
they try to compare both prices.
They will try to compare both prices. But if they see this, they see that stuff for maybe 4,000 naira in the market, and yours is about 5,000 naira, it's still
okay.
It's still reasonable. Unlike seeing something for 4,000 naira and then you go on to sell your own for 7,000 naira. This brings me to a particular vendor of breast pump on Instagram. She's a bit popular, and I remember I got this breast pump from her. It was, you know another strategy they have is their contents. You get the way they will package it for you. I got the breast pump. I was like, no, this is the breast pump I want. It's so good. It's so this and that and that. And then I got it for, I think that year I got it for like 20,000 naira. In fact, I used to see some other models for like maybe 11,000, 12,000 naira. But I was thinking, I was hell-bent on that. I was thinking, no, this one is more sophisticated. This one is this and this and this and this. Until after a while, and then I just realized that, wow, it's actually the same thing. I saw one in in a physical store. I went to get something else, and then I saw it, and then I was like, no, this thing is the same thing. Going from the bottles to the machine and all of that. The only difference was that it was branded. She wrote her name, her brand name on it. That was the only difference. But they are doing the same thing. Now looking at a wide range of like 9,000 naira, and I still pay delivery fee. That's like 11,500 naira. You can imagine. So obviously I bought another one. I did not get from her.
You rather buy cheaper.
It was from I bought it online too, but I bought from a cheaper source. You understand? And it was the same thing, doing the same work.
You know, concerning this price issue, you know, there are some vendors online. They are not the owner of those products. They're actually posting for somebody, like they don't have the products with them. Yes, exactly. So I feel that is one of the reasons why you see the price, because they will need to put their own money. Because let's say, for example, this something sells for 5,000 naira. Okay, let me post this on mine. Then you had your own too, like maybe 2,000 or 3,000 naira. So that is why most of the prices of things you see online. And now let's talking about online and on-site business. Now, what are the advantages of online business and
offline?
Me I feel that one of the advantages online business has is that you don't need to have a physical store before you can do your business. In Lagos now, you will know how much a shop rent costs.
Yes.
In fact, shop rent and house rent, they are almost the same in Lagos. I have met people who say they pay 20,000 naira per month. Yes, for shop rent, and it's not an area that is so popular like that, so open and all of that. So I think that's one of the advantages, that you can get to run your business in the comfort of your home. Anyway, and there was a particular lady I saw. I think some set of people helped her to do a business and all of that. And she's into thrift business. She just placed the mannequin and designed the wall. It was so beautiful. But by the time she did the behind the scene, in fact, it was just a room and a parlor. And she gets her customers. So it was, I think after some months, she was able to now rent a shop. Because she had made customers and all of that. So I think that's one of the advantages. You don't need to spend more. Instead of spending money for the shops, you just have to put the money on the business. You understand? People don't really need to see the whole of your place. Just as long as you are delivering. I think that's the major advantage of online business.
You know, we've talked about, you know, how online businesses will price their stuff. Because they want to, for whatever reasons, they are more expensive than on-site businesses. But then we're not all about the part where it's the other way around. Where we have prices of products more expensive in an on-site store or in an on-site business than online. You can see that. I think I've had an experience of that, where I saw it cheaper online. Than when I went to the market. It was more expensive. So there are times that it happens that way. So I don't know if let's talk about the factors that can maybe bring up something like that. Now, for an on-site business, they might say, they are paying for rent. They are paying rent, right? They are paying rent, and then because of that, of course, the money has been factored into that price. So on-site business, at least the space I'm keeping my stuff is I'm not keeping it outside of my house. I'm keeping it at least inside my house, and I'm also paying rent. Don't you think I should also factor my rent into the price of the item?
Naturally, if you're not doing that business, you wish our parents.
No.
That space was built for you to lay your heads,
not for
the business. But it's because it's just the hustling spirit of Nigerians that just made them develop that kind of distance.
But then for some people, they rent maybe a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom apartment, and they dedicate
just
one room for their. Do you classify them as on-site or online businesses? because they'll tell you it's my house, you can still not come. So they want to function as an online business. So it's I think it still depends on the vendor. It still depends on the vendor, and for whatever reasons, people price their items differently. Like you said, the breast pump that you got, you saw one for 20,000 naira, another one for less, like way less than that price. Their own packaging, of course, packaging, the contents, the way they branded themselves and all. So they feel like, oh, my product is for the exclusive or for the luxurious moms or moms to be and all of that.
I think I also need to say this, that, you know, when you go to the markets to buy something, most definitely you will not, by the time you see it in a particular store, you will not just stay there, like just price it there and then just buy it. Sometimes you go to 2 places, 3 places before you eventually buy one. So I feel that as vendors, we need to also, you already know what you want to sell. You already know what you want to, maybe you're selling shoes and bags, and there's this particular brand of bag you want to buy. You already know what you want to buy. It's something that you can just do a mini survey of how much the other vendors are selling it before you go, but so that by the time you get to where you want to buy them from, you know how much you want to buy it and how much you want to sell it, so that your price will not be more than others. Because people will go for the lesser one. You understand? I was searching for something this morning, and eventually I think one piece was 700 naira. I've been seeing one piece 700 naira, and I eventually saw a vendor who sells one piece for 600 naira. Definitely I'll go for the 600 naira one. So I feel that vendors should try as much as possible to do their survey. In that way they will be on the safer side to get more customers. You understand?
Now let's talk about, you know, there's this popular what I ordered versus what I got. Now, you know, there are some vendors that they actually post one thing and by the time they will deliver, they are posting, they are delivering another thing. What can you say about that?
I think if you want to order online, there are some how do I put it now? There are some things you need to check.
Okay.
I remember there was a time I wanted to order flower vases. All these small flower vases, very beautiful. And then I sent her a message. I saw it was cheap. And then I spoke to some people, we like to buy. And then they said they showed interest. And I think we said we're going to buy like 20 pieces. So, and then I spoke with her, I want to buy this, and she told me the price. Okay, I need 20. She asked me my location and all of that. And then I told her that I would like someone to come and pick up.
Okay.
And the next thing is,
no pick up.
No. She said, if you are not ready, I will not allow you to waste my time. As soon as she said that, I knew it was a fake vendor. Because why can't I come and pick up? You understand? Or what comes to you tell me, no, I cannot pick up, we can only do delivery or this and that. But as soon as she just said that word, you know, there are some people there are some pages that when you see them online, they can have thousands of followers. But by the time you see their posts, they have just maybe one like. No comments. You understand? There is no how if those followers are genuine, there's no how that page won't get likes. So if you see something like that, run for it. If you don't see customers review, run for it. If you don't see the person's face, the vendor's face, run for it. Because that's why people tend to say, this is what I ordered, especially hair. People have that issue with hair.
You know how expensive
hair. Exactly.
And then when you say cheap, and the next thing the person will do is, let me buy this one since it's cheap. And by the time they bring it, it is rubber.
If you see a page that the comment post has been, the comment section has been limited, disabled, limited, run for it. Because that's where you get to see what I ordered versus what I got. Because you cannot hold anybody responsible. You understand?
Exactly. Yeah. So I wish you could go on and on. There are so many things
So
that we
many,
talk about
so many.
on both online and
Yes,
the offline business. But whatever it is, if you are doing any business, be it online, be it offsite, make sure that you give your customers their money's worth and make sure that they are happy with your product or your service at the end of the day. And that's all we have for you on the discussion segment for today. We'll go on a short break to be back with Daybreak Africa. Just stay with us.